Okay. So, this is part 3. Sorry about that. You know, when you do videos, you have to get rid of a lot of the things that you have on your phone, is what I found out. Okay. I'm going to get good at this one day. Okay, so this is part 3, unfortunately. Now let me get to it. So as I was sitting in the car, like I said, and she came up, and I explained her temperament, right? How she was. Okay. Now, it took 2 days later, after she had done that, which all of that had me very alarmed, okay? 2 days later, after that happened, now remember, this is just to make you aware of how you just got to be careful about your intentions and how you're doing things. And people don't understand how much it is important to have real love in your heart and as you do things. This is not a joke. This is not a joke out here. All right? The way you handle God's people is not a joke. Okay? Out here. So what I want to share with you is that 2 days later, it bothers me whenever I talk about it or anything. And that's why I try not to even ever mention it. But 2 days later, not 3 days later, her daughter died. Did you hear me? I want you to hear me. 2 days later, her daughter passed away. And I know you're probably like, what? Yes. 2 days later. I want to share with you, this is not the first time that I've seen this. This is not the first time that I've seen this happen in that way, where someone is trying to be rude or something in some kind of way. This is not the first time. This is not the first time that this has happened in this manner. Okay? When that happened, it absolutely blew my mind, because it had taken me back, because I was thinking, what in the world? And who are the people you talked to that told you that? So it's very, very alarming. All right? So, with me, now you can imagine when it happened, I was blown away. I was just like, oh my God. And it shook me. And then after it happened, I didn't share the story. I didn't share what happened, only to my daughter. And then, of course, eventually my youngest daughter heard about it or whatever. Or, and maybe my son, just me talking to my oldest daughter. But I said, wow. Now, let me tell you. When I said died, it wasn't of natural causes. Did you hear me? Be mindful about, get your heart in check for real, because it's not a joke. The way we handle each other is no joke. You think you getting something like people plot on people every day. People plot on people. People gossip about you. They got this to say, that to say under the. I can't believe people take the time to worry so much about other people's lives and what they're doing, what they're. I mean, just it's unbelievable to me. Okay, it's unbelievable to me. But guess what? Folks do that. They do it. They get so entwined and so gossip and foolishness, things like that. And no, I'm going to go back and say, I knew for a fact that it wasn't sincere. That's why I was taken back. I was taken back. If you know that you're working on yourself and you may be in a sad place right now, and that's a big thing that I want to just mention real quick, and I'm going to hurry up and jump off. Let me tell you what's going on. I believe no matter what offenses happen to you in life, find a way to get yourself back in check. Your mind, yourself back in check. Because, like, say for example, I went through an offense, right? If I don't find a way to get my self-esteem back up, or I mean, quick now, that's why you gotta have a conversation with yourself. Do you hear me? Believe who God tells you are. Okay? Learn how to be able to hear. Write down the things that you love about yourself. The things that you love about yourself, highlight it. Highlight it. You got to have good thoughts. A lot of times when we are not right in our minds about how we feel about ourselves, then you start taking on all this other stuff. Right? Okay? I'm going to tell you about something. I had put up a post. I had met this lady. Oh, my God. I got to go back and have coffee. No, not coffee. Tea probably with that lady, right? She was this lady. She was a little older than I and very seasoned and polished. Oh, my God. I need to go and find this lady so that we can meet up, okay? Because she was willing to do some coaching with me. And I'm like, yes. So I met this lady, and she was there just for me. I know she was. She was there just for me because she gave me what I needed and told me that I could come to her. The coaching that I need by a seasoned, amazing lady. All right? All right, so her and I talked, and we had a very good talk about some good stuff, okay? And the talk was not very long, okay? But I know that she was sent to meet me. And let me tell you the things that this lady told me. She was right on point about me. In total. Even if she had already heard something of me or about me, some of the things that she mentioned was even surpassed what she could have known from someone else's lips. I'll say it like that. So as the lady was talking, and we were talking together, I asked her a question. Now, this was so serious because there was a lady coming in trying to be nothing but a whole distraction, and I knew she was being a distraction. That's why I had to ask the young lady, excuse me, are you here for me or her? Because I'm talking to her. But the lady she really didn't want anything. Just, I don't know what that was about. I don't know, but she was being a distraction. I was able to identify that was just a distraction and that was definitely the lady that I was supposed to meet. Okay, I'm rambling. All right, so one of the questions that I asked her, I said, because I'm telling you, I used to struggle with this. I said, why in the world are women so jealous of each other? Why? Could you tell me that? So I got that question. And she looked at me. I said, she stood back and she looked at me. She said, oh yeah, I could see why they would be, boo, boo, boo. And she started explaining why. Okay? She started looking at me and explaining why. I said, wow. And it's the way she explained it. And a part of what she said was, us women have been told all kinds of things from when we were coming up, when we were little. That's what she explained, and it's the way you know what I said? I said, wow. I never thought about it like that, like the things that people have been told by their family, parents, people they love, teachers, whoever. Because you can say something to a person that would trample or hurt their self-esteem, and they'll reflect on it and think about it. Because see, all of us start out different. We all start out different, and once people start to realize that, we'll do better. Some people grow up with 2 parents in the house. Some people don't, and I'm gonna tell you something. I grew up with 2 parents in the house, and guess what? Sometimes it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Okay, or it matter. I don't want to be rude, but then you have it where, some people we just start different, and when people embrace that and learn to respect that, we can get more done. Okay, some people be expecting people, you speak on people and you expect people to have all this together, all that, or they should be this or they should be that. Bitch, you don't know where people start. I'm gonna say it like that, because I get sick of, the way we treat each other, all the things we got to say on another person. You always running your mouth. Oh, someone. Okay. Yeah, I know I went there, but I'm gonna tell you one other thing. I'm a very real person. As a matter of fact, one thing that I told this lady, and we were talking, because she knew of my gifts, and, all of us have gifts. And I told her, yeah, I love, because I have not been in church like I should, or going, or however. But I told her, you can go, you can be in church, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. And some people gonna understand what I'm saying, some people are not. But I'm gonna tell you something. You gotta keep, you go in there, and just how we do things, you're gonna have to keep a little of your gangster. You hear me? Because people will run over you, and you'll be caught up in all their foolishness and trickery. And guess what? They'll been and use you for their cause that ain't got nothing to do with God's cause. Okay? Just like that lady told me, you talking about you did this, do. God ain't say you to do that. Don't do that. Why would you do that? Honey, she was bad. For them little minutes we were together, I know she was sent for me. All right? So, when she said to me, all the young women have been told all kinds of things about themselves, and from when they were a child up. And I thought about that, because not just ladies, the men or whatever. Guess what? The way she said it, I said, whoa, I never thought about it like that. I never thought about it like that. So, back to what I was saying. Get your self-esteem together, your self-esteem together with everything that you love about yourself and who you are. Bump what somebody else has said. The most beautiful women and men in the world have been called all kinds of stuff, told all kinds of things by their family, parents, or whatever. That is how it goes. That's why I never thought about it. But some people know how to throw it over their shoulder and be like, whatever, boo, boo, boo. All right? But some people do still carry those things. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. When I deal with people and I see people, I never go by. You know what I do? I go by how they are, how they treat people. That's really what I always look at. It ain't about your outside appearance and all of that. Okay? It ain't about that, because I'm going to tell y'all something. And we need to just keep it real. Y'all got men out here. I mean, men. They, girl, go and look. I mean, they get ready and everything on you. And you still talking about, I don't know what to do with myself. Girl, please. They got men that know how to put themselves together. Some of you ladies just don't want to make the effort when it's time. And then y'all hate on the women that do like putting it together and stuff. And that ain't fair. So my thing is, work yourself. Let me give you another something. I was in the store. This was like last year. And I had on this hat. And the hat was foxy, right? Foxy hat on me, right? Just my regular, the hat was foxy. And the ladies were talking about how they love this hat. Ooh, they love this. And honestly, this hat was not, honestly, it wasn't no really super fly, expensive hat. I think I paid like hardly nothing for that hat, like at Burlington Coat Factory. All right? But it was fly on me. Listen. These ladies talk about this hat so much. Like, ooh, how do you put that together? And you know what I told them? Let me tell you something. Most women want to wear a fly hat. The reason y'all don't wear a fly hat, this is just some regular talk. This ain't for everybody, of course. The reason a lot of women don't do what they really want to do to themselves, like, if, for example, wear a hat, throw on a hat, because y'all so worried about what y'all friends and family and whoever else gonna say. Oh, she thinks that's your problem. That's your problem. You supposed to do you. You're not supposed to worry about how somebody else may feel and stuff. God gave you an individual brain. He didn't connect your brain to another brain like that. You go and do what works for you. Go and do what works for you. I told the young lady, the only reason you don't wear your fly hat, and most of the people don't wear their fly hat when they want to. Like, you can be in sweats and however you got it going on, with the scarf, however you got it going on, you put on your fly hat. Guess what? Most of you don't do it because you're so worried about how your friends gonna feel. I done had people tell me when I hooked up with them, and it used to hurt my feelings, why are you so dressed up? And honestly, at that time back then, I ain't really owned jeans because that's not what I wore to the office. When I had to show up as a contractor at the federal building, we wore suits and stuff back then, We were ready. We went in correct. So I didn't own a lot of jeans. I just didn't get into a lot of jeans. As a matter of fact, I never knew. Look, I had to go to Chicago. You know how they have the mall there on that strip is everything is outside. I mean, you have to go in. It's not like in a big building. So anyway, make a long story short, I went into their Macy's and noticed that they had a floor dedicated to nothing but jeans. I said, you know what? How dare I not have 5 or more pair of jeans? But the truth is, I didn't have a lot of jeans. So I wasn't a jean person, all right? I wasn't a jean person. So I liked what I liked. I like dresses. I like slacks. Okay, that was just how that was me. So I had a couple pair of jeans, but I didn't like wearing them. I like doing what I was doing. All right. So, and then at the time too, I didn't just work there. I also was building my own business, which I was very busy and very booked. So I always wanted to be ready. All right, and I didn't want to be caught nowhere in jeans. At that time, that's how my thinking was. But it used to bother me because I used to be like, why the fuck you can't just do you and not worry about the fuck I have on? I just can't wait. But they used to do me like that, and they used to annoy. And guess what I did? I got so tired of showing up in them, and they, I gave them a break. Sometimes you got to give people a break. You got to teach people how to treat you, okay? So, my thing is, get your self-esteem together about what's what with you. Know that people have been under attack. People have said things to them when they were younger that was very offensive, that don't mean you got to carry it. That don't mean you have to carry it because it wasn't true anyway. You don't identify with what they said about you. What they said about you was something malicious to hurt you. Some people like saying malicious things to hurt people. So I am telling you, we've all had that done. Don't carry it. Don't carry it. I usually go by how people treat each other and things like that. Because don't get tricked by no looks, honey. Like I said, the men, baby, a man can get dressed and wear a wig. As a matter of fact, you know who taught me how to wear wigs? Back in the day. Ooh, my wig took up. But that's all right. Let me tell you, a gay man taught me how to wear wigs. And I know woman. And all the things that women know, one of them could have showed me. But they didn't. Did you hear that? Uh-huh. Yeah. Honey, what was her name? I think at that time they called her Penelope C. So much she did drag queen stuff. And she was a makeup artist on the floor in one of the department stores.